I'm John Wissing, St. Labori, Nebraska. Helped my uncle out farming for 20 some years. He's now given me the farm to do, and so now I'm trying to see how to do it the right way. I don't know if I'll ever do it the right way, but gotta try something. I first heard about Rhyzogreen from Glenn Killian, and he told me about the product. Thought I'd try it out. Gotta try something new, try to stay ahead of the ball game. I mean, there's a lot of products out there. Don't know what's what. Haven't did a lot of research on it. Kind of put a lot of my trust into Glenn and his knowledge of the product. And I don't know if that was good or bad, but you gotta start somewhere. When me and Glenn got together and we decided that I was going to use it, try it on a few acres, kind of try a side-by-side trial, see if we could figure anything out and if it actually did good. And started the season, we were going to put it on at around canopy time. Had a little trouble with the strip tiller, never closed up a couple of rows, and planter planted too deep. So when my emergence came up, I had a pretty spotty emergence on a few rows. It wasn't all of it, but it was some of it. So I decided at that point that I was going to scratch the few acres, and I put Rhyzogreen on all my acres to try to make up for the yield loss of the spotty few rows. We had walked through the cornfields several times, counted population. I mean, we had about 3 to 4 rows that weren't where we wanted them at population. It's hard to get when you use 12-row equipment. It's hard to tell what you're going to do as far as yield when you got 8-9 rows really good population, you got 3 rows subpar population. Didn't know what our yield goals were going to be. I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but the type of year we had around here and everything else, like I said, I applied the Rhyzogreen on it. Didn't know what it was going to do, but after I got into the field and combined it, and it was way above what I thought, but I didn't know what to expect from the get-go. So we ran the combine through the field, didn't really know where we were going to be at with the mistake and stuff that was made. Probably did 50 bushel better than what I thought it was going to do. I mean, I used the Rhyzogreen product on the field, not saying that was the reason, but everybody around this area had a really good yield. Everything did really good this year. I believe it probably helped just by looking at some of the ears breaking out of the husks and stuff like that. Looked like it had everything it needed. Had good plant quality, stock quality, everything. For what was there, it had what it needed. Just trying to look to unlock some doors with the product. Try to price fertilizer and everything. You got to try to utilize what you can do, and if you can use all your fertilizer for number one, it don't do you no good to leave it out there. And I think the product might help use the fertilizer from the year before that didn't get used, or and it supposedly builds the soils and stuff as its goal, so that the next few years down the road, the next generations, build the ground up for them. Like I said, I farmed out with my uncle. He was 83 now, and all this stuff is all new. I mean, to him, it was run a disc through every 2 times and plant it, and I mean, we're a different generation now, which in their eyes we're not doing it right, but we got to start something new and try to get the yields up so we can continue to do what we're doing. We got the high fertilizer prices this year, and we have a whole bunch of stuff, irons in the fire. The inputs are going to be outrageous. Everybody realizes that. My plan for this year is to put Rhyzogreen on pretty much everything I have. Hopefully that will help me utilize the fertilizer if I have to cut back on fertilizer or whatever. I'm not saying that's the answer, but sometimes you got to make cuts somewhere in order to stay afloat. If you're not making a profit, it ain't worth being out there. So that's kind of the this year I'm going to try it out, hopefully have more results, and hopefully see a bigger picture in the horizon and go from there.